A gentleman sent me a message. Mr. Brown sent me a WhatsApp message. And he said on the message, I can show you the message, because I have it with me. It's a WhatsApp that came to me. I didn't ask for it. Maybe let me read it to you. Perhaps it might make life much easier for you. His name is Brown Magotsi, and I'm going to take it right there. The first message came on the 30th of September 2024, and it was sent at in the afternoon at 16:14 in the afternoon, and it reads as follows: My General, Brown Magotsi from Northwest. That's a first intro. I don't know the person. I don't have his number on my phone. Nothing. An internal attempt to discredit you through defeating the end case. Yeah, that's what he said. It's the second message that came 3 minutes later, 16:17. An internal attempt to discredit you through a defeating the end case. It ended there. I did not respond until the following day when I saw the message on the 1st of October. I responded. My response was that, morning, sir, what are you talking about? What defeating case are you referring to? And who is behind that? That's a question I asked him. And that was about 7:44 in the morning, the following day, which was on the 1st of October. On the same morning, in the same minute, he responded by writing a word thanks, I assume, but without its TH and X. Thanks. And from there, same time, he sends me a KZN factual report. A factual report which is a report that, assuming, was drafted by the commander that was on the crime scene on the eve of that attempt arrest of that prison official. And this was directed to the provincial commissioner, which I never received. This factual report was directed to the provincial commissioner, and this very same factual report is not signed at the bottom. Although it's got the name of the member that was in charge, but so it is a report directed to me. It should have been signed and it's dated on the 9th of January 2024. That was a day after the incident. So which means the member who was in charge was communicating to me that as per the engagement the previous night, this is what he has done. So this was a factual report.
That was never sent to you?
Which I never received. Maybe it might have been processed somehow, but I never received it. And this COP one is not signed. So he sends me this. The first question is, but where will a civilian person guess this thing? I have never heard of a name, Brown Magotsi, before in the police. So he sends me that factual report. And immediately, same time, he sends me the copy of OP entry. So someone took a photo of that OP entry, which is accompanying this report, which basically contains the same thing as 2 pages of the OP entry, containing the same thing that is on the OB. And after that, 7:51, the next message is, please handle confidentially. A meeting with the complainant will revert. That's his message. Next message, which he sends at 8:37, am in Lusikisiki today. Well, that's a WhatsApp message, which means I am in Lusikisiki today. And the next messages come after that. General Khumalo, DivCom, just checked your standing with him. Now introduce something else. He's still busy with the prison. Now introduce General Khumalo. General Khumalo, DivCom, just check your standing with him. Yesterday, he pushed a negative narrative about you on the CITs in KZN. Again, the same complainant spoke with him. And then from there, he attaches a screenshot of a presentation, assuming was a confidential meeting, this one, which a crime intelligence was presenting their policies. He has a copy of that first slide. Could it be that he was in that meeting, or someone who was in that meeting took that picture and sent it to him? Well, I didn't know. So this was to him to prove that I must trust him because he's making a reference to crime intelligence. Now, my response to him was that I hope you understand. No, sorry. He writes another message again. He says, I hope you understand, will revert. Confidentially is key here. That's still him. And then I gave him a lengthy response, which was sent to him on the same date at 9:25. Maybe let me read that response again I sent to him. I know that matter very well, which was an alleged operation that was conducted at the premises of a high-ranking TCS officer without a search warrant. That was a state house, which is within TCS premises. Who doesn't know that at prison there are too many illegal activities taking place? The alleged illicit goods were found in the dustbin which was outside the house. Those members felt that only the TCS senior must be held responsible, hence they wanted to charge her. It is a known secret that there are many illegal activities that are taking place within TCS, so to simply blame the house tenant for items that are found inside the dustbin was malicious, and it would have not been successfully prosecuted, and a civil claim would have been registered against the SAPS. The minister will learn the truth one day about the items which have been about that team which have been complaining that I have made them conduct crime-fighting operations which are outside their mandate, although when they want to, they do such duties. For example, this one, which was carried out without following legal process, and let alone informing either myself nor the district commissioner. That was my response first. And then the second response about the DIVCOM, I asked him, what did he say about me when I was talking about General Kumar? And then he responded on my first message. He says, the minister is briefed. He has just arrived in Lusikisiki. General, this must be in your chest. The next message. And well, I responded to him. I said, trust me on this one. And they responded again, you are having your interest, and that maybe you are having your own cartel. You don't listen to CI. Then Masimula intercepted him, meaning Masimula was in a meeting when Khumalo was uttering these words, and Masimula intercepted him. And also spoke about your provincial CI. Remember, he is retiring next month. And I responded, I said, please get me that presentation if there is one to confirm, or otherwise if there is any recording. That's me asking him. And his response was that nothing. General Khan will brief you next week. So introduce now General Khan. General Khan will brief you next week. And I said, sure. And then he sent me another message back in Johannesburg. He tried to call me on the 2nd. There's a missed call. And then on the 4th, this is October, sent me another message. Good day, General. Met with the complainant. And he tried to call me. I didn't answer. On the 16th, he called me. He sent me a message again. He said, good day, General. And he sent another one. He deleted it. On the 30th of October, he called again for 42 seconds, and I didn't answer his call. So I never spoken to him again. He has never sent me any message again. So it was then where I wanted to verify whether this so-called Brown Magotsi, who then alleges that he was a Lusikisiki and the minister is aware of these allegations that he's talking about, because I did ask him specifically about this, what he's saying. Where exactly where he mentioned the minister? Oh yeah, that was at 9:28. The minister is briefed. He has just arrived in Lusikisiki. Now I knew on that day there was that massacre. And the minister was visiting there at Lusikisiki. That's when I called the chief of staff to try and establish the identity of this person. I said, chief of staff, do you know this person? That's when the chief of staff confirmed to me that yes, he knows him, that he's close to the minister. So when I went to Parliament, I pulled it from there. I told parliamentarian, I said, the person who introduced anything about the prison was a person who's outside this police. and his name is so and so, and this is what he claims to be close to the minister. When I phoned the chief of staff to verify his identity, the chief of staff confirmed that yes, indeed, the guy is close to the minister, but he's not working for the ministry. He's maybe a politician or somewhere from Northwest. So, but how will a person who's outside the department have in his possession information from the police, a report as well as a copy of the OP? How does he get hold of it? And then he make reference to him in Likisikisiki with the minister, and the minister has been briefed, and he make a reference of Gerald Khan, who is going to brief me about more information. So it was just strange, but I never wanted to get involved with it. I concluded that perhaps this whole thing is coming up as a result of my acceptance of an appointment to be a presiding officer of a matter against Gerald Khan. And I believe at the time, because the lawyers were sending me emails and the likes, I started believing that, so someone perhaps wants me to back off